I usually start my videos off with an introduction, but I'm not gonna do that for this video. Um, I just witnessed one of the most rigged games in history. Those of you that are NFL fans, football fans, or just fans of any sport, you guys should really, really consider learning Gematria. The NFL is a rigged show. These people are scamming you every single week. I mean, out of all the rigged leagues, I think the NFL is the worst out of all of them. Basketball is pretty terrible as well. But when it comes to football, I mean, it doesn't get more rigged than football. And I'm telling you, you guys, those of you that refuse to embrace this information, you guys are really doing a disservice to yourself. I see so many people at these casinos betting on these teams. And, they usually are betting because they're using their sport, and I guess their sports knowledge, whatever. I try to tell people, because today I went to the casino and I was trying to tell people there that these games are all rigged by this code of Gematria. And people just kept looking at me like if I was stupid. And in reality, I should be looking at them like they're stupid. Because today we just hit 3 picks. And, when I was watching the Dallas Cowboys game, I was at the casino. I was watching the game, right? And the majority of the people there was rooting for the 49ers to win. So when the Cowboys won, all you heard was silence in the casino. Same thing with the Chicago Bears. I think everybody at the casino had the Minnesota Vikings to win today. And I'm like, man, I just told I told like 3 people that I never met these people before, but I told them, look, the Bears are gonna win today. And they're gonna win because of this, this, and this. And they just one guy just laughed at me like, hey, you gotta stop doing drugs. Just gotta stop doing drugs, man. These games ain't rigged. If it was rigged, you'll be a millionaire. I'm like, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm definitely richer than you today because you lost all that money that you put on the Vikings today. You bozo. You should have listened to me. I gave you the 3 picks that I even gave them the picks for free. I told him, listen, pick this team, and this team. He goes, I'm not picking the Cowboys. You must be crazy. I'm like, all right. And look, Cowboys beat the 49ers. The Bears beat the Vikings. Like I said, both were great underdogs today. And those of you that refuse this information, there's a lot of you that are watching my videos and still debate that sports is rigged. A lot of you troll me because we had the the NBA playoffs last season incorrect. We had the Celtics playing the Lakers, and a lot of you troll me because we had the Celtics. Yeah, but how many picks can I get right for you guys to really realize that, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. This guy knows what he's doing. Just because I got one wrong, I mean, how many of them I got right, Since last Sunday, if anybody saw the last video that I made last week, exposing how rigged the NFL was, last week, when we hit 3 picks, I showed in that video how we were 6-1. No, we was actually 6-0. Right? Since then, we hit another 3 picks today. Now, on Thursday, we got the Thursday night game incorrect. I got confused with the narrative. It was a double coded game, and I chose the wrong narrative. But since last Sunday, we are 9-1. 9-1. We just hit 3 picks today. We hit 3 picks last Sunday, and we hit every game during the week last Sunday. The Monday night game, the Tuesday night game, and the Thursday night game. So we are 9-1 in the last 10 games. The only reason that this is possible is because we understand Gematria and how these games are rigged by this code. That's the only way. And, I'm tired of introducing this information to new people because I hate when people look at me like I'm stupid because it makes me angry. It makes me angry at how stupid people are. You know, they see me winning. They see that what I'm telling them is happening, and they still don't believe it. They actually get mad at me when the team that I say is gonna win wins. You know, all the people that I told at the casino today that I told that the Cowboys was gonna win, they were mad at me because the Cowboys won. Like if I had anything to do with them winning, why are you mad at me? Man, these people are like, it's like they're hypnotized. I think they're hypnotized. I really think so. But notice the 49ers lost with 33 points. Cowboys is 33. Oh, man. You know, the thing that really had me very confident about the Cowboys today is if you look at the 49ers head coach, I think his name is Kyle Shanahan. I want to make sure because I don't want to say something that's incorrect. Yeah, so Kyle Shanahan is the 49ers head coach. And these are his career stats. He came into the game today with a record of 28-33. And then he loses with 33 points to the Cowboys, right? By losing this game, he became 28-34 for his career. And he is the head coach of the 49ers. Notice 49ers in Gematria. Sums to 28-34. The guy became 28-34 for his career. Right? So that was the first big clue of why we had the Cowboys today. I want you guys to keep in mind that I don't know anything about football for the majority. I mean, one of my favorite sport has always been basketball. Like I don't know the players. I don't know all the players, all the coaches. I don't know a lot about football, to be honest. But yet, every single week, I'm able to pick the winner. You know, if you ask me who's the better team, the 49ers or the Cowboys, I don't know. I don't know who's the better team. I don't care. All I care about is that the head coach is 28-33, and if he loses his game, he becomes 28-34. That's the only thing I really know about football. The gematria and the numerology. Because I know that these games are rigged by that system. So I don't really care who's the better team, who has the better quarterback, who's the better head coach. I don't care, and I don't know, and I don't want to learn. I hate professional sports. I hate it because it's a scam. These people are scamming you. They are scamming you. You guys that buy the jerseys and you know go to the games and sit in your couch every Sunday with a whole bunch of chips and burgers and just watch these games and get excited after a touchdown. You guys are fucking idiots. Excuse my language. I don't even like to curse, but you guys are idiots. You guys are dumb. And then I go to the casino and I tell people, listen, do not put your money on the 49ers today. You're going to lose your money. I want you to win. I want you guys to win. I want you guys to break these casinos. I want you guys to make these people realize that we are a problem. The truth community. We are a problem to these casinos. But they refuse information. They refuse it. Right? I showed the guy on my phone. I said, look at the guy's career record. He is 28-33. When you write out 49ers, it sums to 28-34. He's gonna lose today. Become 28-34 for his career. The guy's looking at me like I'm stupid. He's looking at me like I'm the stupid one. And then the Cowboys win, and then he's mad at me. Like I did something to him. No, you did something to yourself because I told you who was gonna win the game today. And I hope you're watching this video because I gave you my YouTube channel name and I told you to, after the game is over, to watch this live stream. I hope you're watching this game. You dummy. You're a dummy. You put $500 on the 49ers? Man, you could have gave that $500 to me, man. Really. You just throwing your money away. Man. You see how the Cowboys became 3-4 at home? 3-4. 49ers is 34, right? The coach became 28-34 for his career. Kyle Shanahan. And notice how the 49ers became 4-3 away by losing to the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys is 43. The 49ers became 4-3 away. All of this stuff, even though the riddle was way more extended, you know, I don't really put everything that I find about these games. I just put the main points. You don't really need to know everything about the rigging. Just the key points. The Colts becoming 28-34. The 49ers becoming 4-3 away. The Dallas Cowboys becoming 3-4 at home. Those are the only things you really need to, convince the average sleeper that the games are rigged, and just to show the rigging. You don't need to show every single thing about the rigging, because if I look deeper into these games, you're gonna find a lot more. But you don't need all that, right? So all of these things that I just pointed out in this video are the same things that I told those people at the casino today, and they looked at me like I was stupid. The other game that I was giving out for free at the casino, so I was feeling very generous. Usually I go to the casino and I just look at, all these sheeps celebrate when the loser is scoring. Like the Saints game, I left earlier today, but I was watching the Saints game here at home, and I was just wondering. I was like, man, I can imagine how many people at the Saints, how many people are cheering on the Saints right now because they had the lead. Because the Saints at one point, they was up 15-14 over the Chiefs. I'm like, man, a lot of people think that the Saints are going to win today. So such fools. Because when I was at the casinos, a lot of people was placing bets on the Saints. And I was like, man, these people are dumb. Because not even even without the Gematria, just think about how Drew Brees supposedly had 11 broken ribs. That's what they're saying, right? We all know all that stuff is fake. All these people do is lie and lie and lie. Nobody has 11 broken ribs and comes back after 2 weeks. Does that even make sense? Drew Brees, he had 11 broken ribs, supposedly. And then 2 weeks later, he's perfectly healthy to play a full NFL game. And if you watch the game, he was getting hit in his ribs. And you didn't see any emotion from the guy. The guy that had 11 broken ribs. Does that make any sense? So you don't even need Gematria to see through the bullshit. But this was another game, right? So the Bears, they became 7-7 for the season. Why? Well, because their next game is versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And in Gematria, I think, what is it? Jaguars equals 77 or Jacksonville? I think it's, Jaguars is 77. There it is. So it's Jaguars that equals 77. So the Bears became 7-7 because their next game is against a team with the 77 connection. And notice how they became 4-3 away. Jacksonville is 43. That's where they're going to be playing their next game at. So 77 Jaguars, 43 Jacksonville. They became 7-7 for the season and 4-3 away. These are the things that I told the sheep at the casinos today. And they still picked the Vikings. The people on Patreon didn't pick the Vikings. And congratulations to everybody on Patreon. All the intelligent people. Because there's still a lot of smart people in the world. Thank God. Because I think I would have just killed myself if I was the only one that would be able to see through all this shit. I thank God for this community. I thank God that there's a lot of people with the mentality that I have, with the capabilities that I have, that they can see through patterns. So many people in this world are not able to do that. And it's sad. This is why so many people are at these hospitals now ready to get vaccinated. Supposedly Santa Claus just got vaccinated. Santa Claus. They said that Anthony Fauci he flew down to the North Pole and vaccinated the Santa Claus. I'm pretty sure a lot of people believe that. So we had the Cowboys, we had the Bears, big money makers today, right? The other red game that we had today was, stuff gets it freezes from time to time, but the other game was the Kansas City Chiefs, and this was a big Super Bowl riddle. Kansas City Chiefs. The two teams that I have playing in the Super Bowl, that's on Patreon. If you guys join the Patreon, you guys can read all the stuff that I have for the Super Bowl. I'm going to post the video probably later on today with all the things that I've noticed for the Super Bowl. There's still a lot of things that I'm missing, so that's why I haven't made the video yet. But that video, I usually put out Super Bowl championship videos on YouTube, but I won't be doing that this season. I had a bad experience with the Celtics, so I'm not gonna do that this season. If you guys want to know who I have for the Super Bowl, you have to join the Patreon. And I'll tell you this much. The Kansas City Chiefs is one out of the two teams that I have playing in the Super Bowl, So for those of you on YouTube, you're getting one out of the two teams. I like the Chiefs, especially after they became 13-1 today. Exactly 49 days before the Super Bowl. But you guys notice how the Chiefs became 8-0 away? They did it against the Saints. Saints equals 80 in Gematria. Right? They won with 32 points, and they became 13-1. Right, so Saints is 80, they became 8-0 away, and the Chiefs became 13-1. That's a big Super Bowl number. Super Bowl is 131, just like championship, and that's the 32nd prime number. They won with 32 points. The reason that matters is because, like I said, the Super Bowl is 49 days from now, and NFL is 32-49. So they become 13-1, the 32nd prime, 49 days before the Super Bowl. The team that is probably gonna win. Well, I don't know if they're gonna win. I haven't gone that deep, but they're definitely gonna be in the upcoming Super Bowl this year. Right? They became 13-1. Super Bowl is 131, like championship. And then they win with 32 points, and 131 is the 32nd prime number. The Saints, notice they became 5-2 at home. Their next home game is versus the Vikings. And 52 is a big number with Minnesota. Big number. Minnesota's 52. That's who's going to be playing. And that's who's going to be playing the Saints in the next home game. Right, so it's just too bad because I was giving this information out for free today. I usually charge for this. Those people could have made a whole bunch of money today if they would have took the picks that I had. But they didn't. And there's so many people in there, Go 49ers! Go! Yeah, the 49ers are coming back! No, they're not, you dummy. Man, it's like you could tell people the answer and they still don't want to believe it. But yeah, so the other team that I have playing in the Super Bowl, that I will not be releasing on YouTube. I'm going to put a video up on Patreon. If not today, I'll probably do it tomorrow because I'm still working on my book. And I really want to finish my book before the deadline, So yeah, so another 3 picks. We had 3 picks last week, last week what we made $500. I didn't go too heavy today. I don't like gambling at all, really. But these picks, these riddles recently, these games have been very easy to decode. It is not usually this easy though. I'm gonna be honest. Just gotta be honest. It's not always this easy. But let's see if I can show you guys the ticket that I had today. Just to show you guys that I also invest in my own picks, When I give out a sports picks, I also invest my own money into those picks. Especially when the riddles are as clear as they were this week and last week. Okay, so let's see. So here it is. So this is last week's ticket. I still have it up here. This is last week, December 13th. This is last week. We made a $400 profit here. Right? So that was last week. We hit those 3 picks, and this is today. Today, December 20th at 12 o'clock. Right? We had the Dallas Cowboys, not the 49ers. We had the Cowboys at plus 170. We had the Chicago Bears at plus 135, and then the Chiefs, who were the favorites. And a $40 bet made us $368 profit. So we basically made the same profit this week, and we only had to bet $40. I should have put more money in it, but again, I don't really like to gamble that much. One is a hassle because I have to travel all the way to New Jersey to bet, and two, it's just because I had a bad habit before I knew about Gematria. I used to gamble a lot. I used to lose a lot of money, get into debt, and even though I have the knowledge now to bet, I just don't want to go back to those bad habits, And the only reason I call it a bad habit is because this stuff is not 100%. These games can be difficult to decode. I just got to be honest. I don't want to make it seem like, we get every single game correct. That's not the case. There's times where things look good for a team and those riddles don't come through. And I don't want to fall into those traps again because it can take us a step backwards. So it's always best to bet when the riddles are this clear, like today, like last week, and so on, right? So think about it. In the last week, right, from Sunday to Sunday, that's $800. I only charged $10 for Patreon, right? I made $800 in 2 days, last Sunday and this Sunday, 2 days, $800. And I don't know how much money people on Patreon is making. I don't really care. I hope you guys make thousands and thousands. I hope you guys get rich because these people are scamming us. It's time we get some of the money back. And not only are they scamming us, but think about what they do to us every single day with the news, right? They make a mockery out of us. Coronavirus, one of the biggest scams in the world. I put on my community tab. I posted this yesterday. Look what CNN released yesterday. They came out with this article of why the coronavirus vaccine is safe. And they came out with this paragraph. They put this paragraph on their website. And they wrote the top 10, I guess, what is it? I'm going to just look it up because they phrased it in a very sarcastic way. So, okay, so yeah, they used the word myth, right? So they wrote, COVID-19 vaccine can't be safe and other myths. So they listed all the things that people claim why the vaccine is not safe, right? And my favorite one is this one. They wrote, coronavirus is just a myth. That's one of the reasons people don't want to get vaccinated, because people believe that coronavirus is a myth, even though it really is a myth. Like I've been saying since March when you guys asked me to cover this story. I told you guys this stuff is a hoax. This is why they want to talk about coronavirus. Because if you guys can't see through this, then I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you. Stuff is a hoax. That's why there was so many predictive programming for this stuff. You can't create. Well, I don't want to say that because I don't know what these people are capable of. But I'm just saying, can you create something that's gonna travel the entire world in a matter of days? Can you create a virus that strong that can impact the entire world? I mean, I don't know. Are these people capable of that? I don't know. But I don't think that's me personally, I don't think that's possible. But they wrote, if it's a conspiracy, it's a good one. Yeah, it is a good one. I'm not gonna lie, it is a good one. Tens of thousands of doctors and nurses around the world must be colluding in this lie, and there are. And this is how they put the truth in front of people, and they make a mockery out of them. Everything that they say in this paragraph is a fact, but they say it in a very sarcastic way. Then they say every single government, the United Nations, the World Health Organization, the CDC, and countless other organizations must be in on it. Yes. See, that's a fact. But you see how they phrase it in a very sarcastic way. So everything that CNN posted in this paragraph is true. Coronavirus is a conspiracy. Is it a very good one? I guess it is because it's believable. A lot of people believe in it. So a lot of people in this community believe in it. I heard people say, guys, you shouldn't be telling people that coronavirus is a hoax. I think this coronavirus is real. I heard people say that in this community. So it's a pretty good conspiracy when people in the true community believe it. Media organizations, big and small, must be in on this conspiracy. And users of social media around the world must also be deciding to lie as they post pictures of their own suffering and that of loved ones who have suffered from this virus and been killed by it. Yes, that's what these sellouts do. They post pictures of their family members suffering from illnesses because a lot of times those celebrities are sacrificing those family members, like Anthony, what is this guy's name? Anthony Carl Towns, or Carl Anthony Towns, right? The player for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Supposedly his mother died from coronavirus, and then he posted her on his social media. That's what these people do all the time. That doesn't mean that coronavirus is a fact. All these people do is lie. She said, and then they have the nerve to say that the World Health Organization, the CDC, and countless other organizations must be in on it. Yes, they are in on it. That's what makes it a good conspiracy. Yes, doctors and nurses are around the world are in on it. Yes. Tens of thousands of doctors and nurses around the world must be colluding in this lie. Yes, it is a lie. Thank you, CNN, for admitting it. Every single government, yes. It's called the New World Order. Yes, every single government is in on it. Yes. Yes, the media is definitely in on it. Yes, big and small. Yes. Yes, users of social media around the world. Yes. Carl Anthony Towns is one example of that. He is a social media user who posted his mother after she supposedly died from coronavirus when in reality she was murdered by the same code that they rigged these NFL games by. Out of all the things that I've read on CNN, this is the one article that I've ever read that actually provides truth. Everything that they say in this article is the truth. Everything. Coronavirus is just a myth. They just told us that right there in the headline. And this is what I mean. You can literally tell people the truth and they still don't believe it. Just like I told the people today on who's going to win the games. You can literally tell people and they still don't want to. It's like they're hypnotized. It's unbelievable what's going on. It's unbelievable. So sad too because so many people have died already. Okay, so let's see what you guys and if you guys have any questions, thank you, Wiz Khalifa. I appreciate you too, brother. Thank you. Let's see. Thanks a lot, Jared. Exactly, absolutely. People saying we like when they talk about their team like they're a part of it. Yeah, like we won. Yeah, they do that all the time. Yeah, these people. You should see these people at the casinos though. Like these people yell like they're playing the lottery. It's like, man, I've never seen people that excited over theater. Appreciate that, Ronald. I hope you made some money today. Somebody said that he picked the Jets. Yeah, you also notice how the Jets became 1-13 the same day that the Chiefs became 13-1. It's also a coronavirus number, right? 113. Coronavirus pandemic is 113. So it looks like the Jaguars also became 1-13, and the Jets. I guess that was a big number this week. The Chiefs became 13-1. The reflection of that. But what a mocking, right? They became 13-1 and then win with 32 points, 131 to 32nd prime. Oh, Lord. Okay, Ronald, I hope you enjoy your shower. Appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't do my introduction today, but it's because I was so upset today. I was so upset because I was trying to help people, and then they were looking at me like I was stupid, and that's like I gets me mad because it's like, man, I'm showing you information. Like, why are you like ignoring me like that? It's weird. Yes. Those 3 picks made people a lot of money today. 2 straight weeks. Yep. Yes, M equals 13 says that we troll because you straight up insulting anyone who disagree with you. Yeah, I do. Because when I put out information, and when I put out information, if you're not providing us with details and a reason why you disagree, of course I'm gonna insult you. I hate when people say, I don't like the Cowboys. I like the 49ers, and they don't give out any reason why they like the 49ers. Give us a reason. Don't just contradict my pick without giving us a reason. That makes you a troll. So I'm not insulting your pick or whatever. I'm insulting the fact that you are just trolling. You're picking a team and you have nothing to base your opinion on. Nothing at all. That's what I get upset at. I've never insulted people on if they give out a decode. I don't insult people on that. If the decode is ridiculous, like some people say, today is Sunday, and when you write out Sunday, it equals this, so that team can become, stuff like that is what makes me upset, because that is not relevant to the rigging of these games. People give out some ridiculous decodes, and you want me to say, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Pluto equals 50. They could get their 50th win. Stuff like that, it gets me upset. Because only stupid people decode that way. You don't need to do all that to find out who's going to win the game. So if I troll, if I insult you, it's because of that. If you give out a great narrative and it makes sense, and there's a lot of details in your narrative, then I'm going to respect it. I'm going to look into it. Yep. Hopefully this continues, Like I said, it's not gonna be every single game is not that easy though. I'm just gonna be honest. Appreciate that. Lataji called me the Oracle. Appreciate that. So Willie Bacon. I'll leave a link in the comment section. So after this video is over, look out for that link in the comment section. Or you can just go to Patreon, type in Simple Truth TV. It should come up. Somebody said Dallas equals 41, so they won with 41 points. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, so Dallas 41, Cowboys 33. Dallas Cowboys. And they both become 5-9 and 4-3 and 3-4. Man. So Jay Ross, long time. He said he had the Jets. Wow. That's a gutsy play. Appreciate that, Wiz Khalifa. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, so that's all I have. Stay tuned for the Super Bowl video. I'm going to upload that, again, like I said, if not today, definitely will be about tomorrow. Appreciate everybody. And congratulations to everybody that made money today. If you can, you can send a tip. If you can't, then it's okay. It is what it is, But I would really appreciate it if those of you that made enough money and can send a tip, hey, send it, because I'm giving you guys quality service, making a lot of money every week. So just know where you got the information from and just pay homage. But thanks everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.